in the city. Larry, what's happening?
What's up, fellas? Sorry I haven't called in for a while. I've been crazy at work, man. Hey, yeah, what's going on, gentlemen? Hey, I got to tell you guys something. I would not trade Deebo or Brandon Aiyuk for Davante Adams. Okay, here's the reason why. First of all, I got to tell you, Brandon Aiyuk is my favorite receiver since Terrell Owens has been on the team. And second of all, I know Brandon is having a bad start to the year with his holding on to the ball. Brandon doesn't ever drop the ball. If you hit him in the hands, he's going to catch the ball. Second of all, as soon as Davante Adams gets to the team and he gets 2 catches a game for 25 yards, 30 yards or whatever, you know, he's going to start pouting just like he does at the Raiders, just like he does everywhere that he played without Aaron Rodgers. You guys there?
Yeah, we're here. I'm letting you cook, Larry. I thought you had more, Larry.
I got one more thing. And let me tell you something. Jawan Jennings, I think, it's the receiver this year, is going to get 1,000 yards, man. That cat proved to me why he was taken care of before BA. He's just a professional, man.
Larry,
gets to him.
Larry, what would justify it? What's a good year for Brandon Aiyuk this year? Is it just 1,000 yards? Does he need to be top 5? Does he need to be top 20? What is it? What is the realistic expectation for Brandon Aiyuk this year?
Okay, here's the thing. First of all, Brandon Aiyuk spoiled me, man. We haven't had a receiver. We could have had 20-game seasons, and the 49ers were not going to have a 1,000-yard receiver until Brandon Aiyuk showed up. So I'm just telling you this. Brandon Aiyuk shows up. Man, Brandon Aiyuk, who looks like he's just about to get back in football shape and stuff, he's got to get 1,000 yards. There's no way about it. Brother, I'm sorry, you told me you were the best in the league next to Justin Jefferson. You told me you don't want to play for the Niners. You want to play for Jaden Daniels. After watching Jaden Daniels, I understand why. But, you know.
That's actually a great call.
But you know what? You did that. You know?
But it's not like Brock is a slouch, you know? Like, that's the thing that, you know, that I think most Niner fans are sitting there like you put out the video about Jaden Daniels and everyone's like, well, what about Brock, dude?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, look, I see, and I don't subscribe to this. I'm sorry.
What's that?
When people say Brandon Aiyuk had one decent year, I wouldn't say that. He's gotten better every single year within this offense, despite being in the doghouse. And again, I go back to this point. We've seen a lot of players go into Shanahan's doghouse, and a lot of them don't make it out. 2 guys come to mind that did make it out: Deommodore Lenoir and Brandon Aiyuk.
But when you say doghouse, like, sometimes there is a justifiable reason why someone is in said doghouse.
Well, we have no idea.
No, I know, but I'm saying like again, we say it like right. Oh, Shanahan's just holding this guy back.
No, I'm not saying it like that. He was in the doghouse. Okay. Obviously, he did something wrong. He was in the doghouse. I don't know what the hell he did wrong, but he was in the doghouse. My point is, guys who go into the doghouse don't always make it out the doghouse.
Oh, that's no doubt.
That's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with Shanahan or whether it's whose fault it is or whatnot. I'm not saying that at all. My point is, he made it out the doghouse.
Yeah, but in the words
he's been
of
a
Buster
productive
Posey,
receiver.
You need to be responsible and culpable for your own career. Right. And so, you know, like, you control the controllables, you know, and
well, he has, Shasky. My point is, he got out the doghouse, and if you look at his raw data, the box scorecard, and you look at this, and you look at the stats, his numbers have gone up every single year. He's been ascending, and out of the doghouse, after being in the doghouse, ascending and becoming a threat in his passing game.
He had one great year. He had one great year. It was a great year.
He goes back-to-back 1,000-yard receivers.
I know, but I told you 1,000 yards isn't like with
okay, that's what it is to you.
No,
that's what it is to
everyone
you.
in the league.
In this offense,
when 50 players in the league go for 1,000, it's not special.
Come on, man. They're 30th in the league in passing. They don't throw the ball.
They don't
throw the ball. This guy had 13-42, average 17 a catch, and they don't even throw the damn ball.
It was a great year. Everyone says that. It was a great year. It was a great year.
1,000 yards with 3 different quarterbacks?
Monte, that is 58 yards a game.
Okay, it's 58 yards
a game.
It's 58 yards a game.
I get your point, but we also have to, like...
In this offense, that's inflated.
Okay.
In this offense, that's inflated. They don't throw the ball.
You're asking and I'm telling.
Like, they don't throw the ball. You're not even listening. They don't throw the ball.
I listen because the thing is, Brandon Aiyuk had a great year, and everyone thought he had an awesome year. We want to build on that year, and thus far it's been subpar.
Your setting is, hey, everybody could get 1,000 yards. It doesn't mean the same, blah, 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 blah. Well, in this offense, I think it does. And this offense, when you're 30th in the league in passing and everybody else is pass happy, but Shanahan's hell-bent on going, hey, we need at least 30 carries. We need to run the ball at least 30 times. We want to control the clock. And then, oh, by the way, I've got all these mouths to feed. Kittle, Deebo, Aiyuk, McCaffrey in the backfield. Now you got Jawan Jennings, and so on and so forth. I think we're underselling Brandon Aiyuk in his career so far with the 49ers. That's just my opinion. Let's go to Lisa in Fresno. Lisa, what's happening?
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
How are you guys?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm commuting to work right now. But I just wanted to say that it's a hard no for me on Davante Adams as well. I don't think he's going to fit the system. And if everybody's complaining about Brandon Aiyuk being a diva, which I personally don't think he is being a diva, Davante is going to be worse. He basically got the Raiders to kick Jimmy G out of there. Now, mind you, Jimmy wasn't playing that great either, only for him to 3 weeks into this season say, I want out as well. So I'm not a big fan of Davante Adams, even though Derek Carr, Davante Adams, they're worthy. They're all coming out of Fresno or Fresno State. It's a big no for me as well on Davante Adams.
Good call, Lisa. That's 2 no's on Davante Adams. 2 no's.
Well, he would have to get up to speed to the playbook, and I don't know how much of the language is the same in Las Vegas versus what he did in Green Bay versus what Shanahan does. I don't know.
You play for Matt LaFleur, which has a similar system, correct? I mean, they come from the same coaching tree, kind of the same principles.
I don't know.
Let's go to Mike in Livermore. Mike, what's happening?
What's going on, guys? Hey, I just want to say it's. I don't even think that's funny. It's even an option that you could consider Brandon Aiyuk a trade for Davante. You would have to throw in a first round, which you guys don't have, because you gave it up for Trey. So I don't even see. They're not even in the same category. Aiyuk had one good year. The dude has the dropsies. He always has. That's why he was in the doghouse for years. Had one good year. And he's right back to his old self. I mean, it's pretty much what it is. And Davante's not a diva. It's just, it is what it is.
FYI, the Niners do have their first-round pick in 2025. They actually have their first, second, third, 2/3. They have a fourth. They have a sixth. They have a seventh, Mike. They got first-round picks.
I know, but he can't give up another first round if something doesn't work out.
But they're saying only a second for Davante. They'd be happy with a second. I don't know. Did you see that?
Yeah, but you got to look at where the Niners' position is going to be, too. If you give up a second, that's almost like a third-round pick if they do what they're supposed to do this year,
Good point.
See what happens. But anyway, man, I'm a Raider fan, but I'm also a football fan. I respect what the Niners do over there, but...
So you're just a hater?
I don't think... What's that?
I said, so you're just a hater then?
Not a hater at all, man. I mean, if... I wish the Raiders would have got Harbaugh. That's what I'm wishing for, but it didn't happen. They should have got him the first time around when he went to Michigan. It just didn't happen. I'm not a hater at all, man.
Just uninformed. All right, next call.
I'm a little fast. Why you got to be rude?
Because he's saying they got to attach a first rounder. Everyone's seen the report. It's a second rounder. It's a second rounder or a player. That's what they're saying.
Michael Livermore, was just cooking, man. Just let him get a start. He was about to be done, man. Jeez.
The take was cooked.
Jeez.
I don't know if he's cooking.
Thank you.
Yeah, the take was
we were
cooked,
done
let him
30 seconds earlier.
Hey, you may get a drop out of that.
In fairness to Mike, it's really hot out there in Livermore right now. It's a heat wave. It's probably like 110 degrees.
There may have been a drop out of there. We didn't have to just be let him seek himself.
No, there was a drop in there. He said, I'm not a hater. That's one. So don't worry. You got a drop there.
Good call.
Jeez.
Not really.
Let's go to Ronnie and Conquer.
Hey,
Ronnie,
Ronnie,
what's happening?
Hey, what's up, boys?
What's up, Ronnie?
Everyone's talking about Davante, and it just didn't seem, possible for us. Michael Mayer, he's out for personal reasons. I don't know if it's, for actual personal reasons or he's not liking the situation with the Raiders. I wouldn't mind targeting him to come to the Niners to at least, alleviate some of Kittle's blocking responsibilities so he can,
be more of a threat in the passing game.
I love the tight end from Notre Dame, but I don't see why they would get rid of him. I loved him as a freshman coming out of Notre Dame. He hasn't necessarily lived up to what I thought he could do in the league, but I don't know if that's more situational or what. I don't see why they'd move him. They want both their tight ends, right?
Correct. And Brock Bowers obviously the guy, but Michael Mayer more of a blocking tight end, but he's still good. But yeah, as Ronnie said, I think he's speculating a lot there, saying he just wants to be out for personal reasons because he doesn't like Antonio Pierce. When you're out for personal reasons and they don't specify, I'm assuming it's not good. So I'm hoping everything's okay behind the scenes with his personal life and everything like that.
No, we're discussing Brock Purdy, and we're talking about